Unfortunately, there are some DoorDash drivers that are ruining the platform for everyone. What do I mean by this? Well, it all goes back to people who sign up as a DoorDash driver, GrubHub driver, Uber Eats driver, whatever. Okay? And they commit fraud as a driver. And what do I mean by this? Meaning that they go to a restaurant to pick up an order, they grab the order, and then as they're walking out the door, they reassign it, take the food, and eat it either for themselves or bring it home to their family. And then the next driver comes in, unbeknownst to what had just happened, and then they go to say, oh, I'm picking up for John. And then the person at the counter says, oh, that person already picked it up. Well, how could that be? Because here I am. This has been happening over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. And unfortunately, what's happening is these people clearly don't care about the job. So they feel if they get deactivated, well, who cares? Whatever. It's not okay, man. It's not okay because it's ruining it for other drivers and dashers out there that are working hard. Because now that drivers and dashers have been doing this, like the bad ones, what's happening now is drivers are getting screwed over, and it's making us all look bad. Okay? It's just like all it takes is a few bad apples to ruin everything. Because a lot of these restaurants now have started instilling, more rules and guidelines for drivers to pick up. A lot of places want to see you claim the order and say that you have it in your possession and you're on the way to the customer. They want you to do it now right in front of them. And rightfully so. I totally understand where they're coming from. But years ago, this was never an issue. I've said this in previous videos, but ever since the pandemic started is when the fraud started happening on the customer's end and on the driver's end. I don't know if it's just people that are hungry, they don't have money, and they're desperate, for food, for themselves, for their family members, whatever. But it's making everyone look bad in the process. That's why I have such a huge problem with it. Also, not to mention that it's still theft. It's petty theft. I'm sure nowadays all you get is a slap on the wrist for it, but it's making us all look bad. And if you know anybody like this, and if you yourself have done this, please stop, because it is really ruining it for other people. So many millions of drivers depend on these jobs to feed themselves, to feed their families. And, all it takes is a few bad people out there to do this, and it ruins it, like I said, for everyone. So in the chat, in the comments, let me know your thoughts on this, because it's getting worse, guys. It's happening more and more. So it definitely has to stop. So let me know. Do you know anybody who's doing this? Don't rat them out, but definitely talk to them and say, please, you're messing it up for everybody else. Please stop, So let me know your thoughts down below.